Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Andre Chaves, Senior Vice President of Strategy, Corporate Development, and Investor Relations with Nasdaq-listed MercadoLibre to discuss how MercadoLibre is changing how Latin America shops and plays. Andre, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Hi, Jill. Thanks for the invitation. Pleasure to be here with you.
All right, you got it. And tell us about MercadoLibre, its mission, and who it serves.
Sure. So we are one of the largest e-commerce and fintech players in LATAM. We are present in 18 countries. We started in Argentina. We have significant operations across the region from the very south up until Mexico. Our business started as an e-commerce, and then it evolved into several areas in fintech as well. We are a very broad company in terms of clients. We serve today over 100 million people. Last quarter alone, we had almost 80 million active customers throughout our businesses.
And your fintech arm, Mercado Pago, continues to expand. What are the type of services that you're offering today?
Yeah, so there are two larger areas of service that then have sub-splits. So the first one that was the original one was payment processing. We started with the idea of fixing some infrastructure problems in LATAM to offer e-commerce. So we started processing our own payments. We got good at that, and with that, we evolved that offering into serving others with payment processing. So first, online customers. So we do run online payments for multiple customers across the region, and also it evolved into physical stores. So we do offer mPOS devices throughout the region as well. Then more recently, we moved into B2C offerings, first starting with a wallet, then evolving that wallet into a full digital banking service. And this digital banking offers not only payment features, QR payments, but also debit and plastic cards, investment alternatives, and more recently, crypto trading as well. And on the bottom of both of this business, we run a very fast-growing credit business in which we enable merchants to fund their working capital needs with us, and consumers to take both consumer credits, either to buy with us on the marketplace, but also outside in multiple touch points, and also personal loans that are larger in size. And this is part of a stronger financial service value proposition that we're building.
And Andre, when you look longer term, what excites you most about the future?
Well, there are many areas that are being disrupted by fintech, and what excites me most is how this business is evolving to serve customers better with technology. And let me be more specific. I think historically, financial service has been restricted to wealthier people due to high cost to serve and due to limited data, limited technology. And what we are building is a democratization of financial services, creating a platform that is technology enabled to offer not only basic banking services, but also innovative ways for people to manage their finances. We're talking about an audience that has a very limited financial literacy, so how they organize themselves better, how not to get into debt and things like that. On top of that, we're building solutions to make people save differently and very innovative, as I mentioned before, credit solutions. So how we can use innovative sources of data and how we can score people in a different way than the traditional financial system has been doing, and to leverage that to enable credit access to people that historically have been out of the traditional financial system. And this is done in a tech-enabled way. This is done in a very low-cost way. So I'm very excited about the potential of scaling those businesses to many customers that traditionally have been out of the traditional financial system.
Right. So, Andre, when you think about what's the major disruptor to fintech industry, is it democratization to access, or is there other disruptive qualities that you see there?
Yeah, there are three things that I'm excited about in the disruption front. Democratization is definitely one. Think about this low cost to serve way of accessing millions of people, but not only serving them cheaply, but also understanding that they deal with money in a very, very different way. So to give you an example, traditionally wealthier people think about investments and debt as two separate buckets. When you look at low-income people, this is all the same. They are half of the year borrowers, half of the year savers, and this makes up very frequently. And so the type of solution you draw is very different. So this is definitely one of the avenues. The second avenue is how to make the confluence between commerce and financial services. And historically, those two avenues have been dealt by different companies that barely overlapped. And us being an integrated ecosystem, we do have the opportunity to create, let me put it that way, connectors between the two worlds and think about solutions that are quite unique, because we do understand consumption needs and financial needs at the same time. And the third one, more on the technology front, are all the possibilities that crypto and blockchain bring to the table. This is an area that we're excited about. We just started we launched our first product at the end of last year, and we see that this opens many, many possibilities in terms of new products and services.
All right, Andre, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for the invitation.